Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Barca fans. You know what I mean, guys? We need to get some players back from injury. I know that's not going to solve everything, but it's going to help. It's going to help a lot. 0-0 draw against Cadiz. Red card to Frankie de Jong. Red card to Ronald Koeman. I'm sure a lot of you are sitting here saying Koeman out, and I'm going to spend half of the show telling you why you're wrong and why it's not going to happen and why it shouldn't happen. That's what we do here on Wake Up and Barca. We go over the headlines, we get caught up in conversation, we enjoy our caffeinated beverages of choice, and we have a good time. So good morning to you all. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John. Ooh, all right. Cules, good morning. Nobody whatever, good to see you in here. Levi, hello. Estrada, Barca Messi, and Mr. Hustle, good morning to you both. Thank you, Mr. Hustle, for starting out the chat with a hashtag Koeman in. I appreciate that. Not that I love Koeman and I think he's the man for the job long term, but nobody wants the job at Barcelona, you guys. Come here. Let me tell you a secret. Everybody come here real quick. Nobody wants to manage Barcelona right now, okay? It's a little known fact. A little known fact. Nobody wants to manage Barcelona right now. We should be thankful that someone that has the status at the club, like Ronald Koeman does, is willing to come back and take that job. If a new manager comes in, they have to deal with, I hate to say it, but prima donna veterans that are controlling the clubhouse. They have to deal with a president who is very involved in the tactics on the pitch. And they have to deal with the fact that Barcelona has $0 to sign new players. What's the number one thing every manager wants to do when they join a new club? Bring in some new talent. Build the team the way they want, right? Have some influence over what the starting squad looks like. That's what every manager wants. You're not going to get any of that at Barcelona. Not for another 2 years. This year is about getting out of debt. Part of next year is about getting out of debt. During that time, we're going to focus on our youth. We're going to give them lots of time to develop. And then so in 2 years, when our finances are back in order, we can sign a manager and then let them bring in some big name talent. So in 3 years, we will have developed homegrown youth talent, a well-respected manager, and money to bring in big names. That's where we're headed. But for now, we're going to draw Cadiz. We're going to draw Granada. We're going to get pretty frustrated at some of these results, but we're in it together, friends. That's where I will turn to you all. What'd you think of the match? How are you feeling about it? What's your reaction? Let's talk it through. Let's see here. Levi says he's not finished. He's only 28. What were we who were we talking about? Who's only 28? Barca Messi says, me on TikTok and seeing everyone sack Koeman. I know, dude. I know. I need to start doing, I think what I might do, just for the ease of it, is maybe on days when I don't do Wake Up in Barca, just do a quick 1 minute headline recap, post that as a short on YouTube and on TikTok, just to keep conversations going. Maybe we do that. Let's see. Who else? Mr. Hustle says, Levi, he should stay for this season. I'm assuming we're talking about Koeman. Who are we talking about? I don't know who we're talking about. I think I missed something in the chat. Levi says Europa League contenders. No, we're going to be top 3. We're not going to win. We're only 5 matches in, you guys. We're only 5 matches in. But from the looks of it, Real Madrid are on fire. They've seemed to work things out. Benzema can't be stopped. We're just not there. It's okay. And it's okay. We are rebuilding, folks. We'll get there. But my hope for winning La Liga this year is already going downhill. I mean, if you look at it, I'm pretty sure we have a game in hand still, but we are hurting, friends. All right, we still have a match in hand. We can get up to 12 points, which will put us, unless Sevilla win. Nope. Yeah, that's not good. It's not good. So if we win our match in hand, let me zoom in for you all so you guys can actually see what's going on here. So if we win our match in hand, that'll give us 12 points in the table. We're already 4 points back from Madrid. In a league where it's really a 2, sometimes 3-team race, that's tough. It also keeps us behind Atletico and Real. I know my focus always turns to Real, but Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid will also be in front of us. So not a good look. Not exactly a good look for Barcelona. If you're into stuff like trophies and championships, then yeah, what we're doing right now isn't exactly a good look. Mr. Hustle says La Masia is the solution for our problems. Right now it is. I don't know. Yeah, right now it is because of our financial situation. There's nothing we can do about it. Greg, good morning, sir. Says ref was so bad, Stevie Wonder would have done a better job. I believe that is true because I believe Stevie Wonder can do whatever he wants in this world. And if he wants to referee soccer, I think he'd be amazing at it. With that said, the red card to Frankie de Jong was hot garbage. Hot garbage. The first yellow card that he got was even questionable. It was for a hand to the face that was completely accidental in the buildup of play. So Frankie de Jong, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm not misremembering. Tell me if I'm wrong. So garbage, first yellow card. Second yellow card, yes, he went diving in, but it was a 1-foot challenge. He got the ball and then tucked his leg back in before going through the man. I understand it's a different game in today's world. It's not the 90s anymore. I understand it's La Liga, but that was not a second yellow. It was not a red. Despite all that, you guys, we were still not winning that match. We were still struggling to find creative outlets through the attacking third. We are completely relying on Memphis and Dest and Frankie de Jong sneaking up in there. Nice. Simon, good afternoon to you, sir. I hope you're enjoying your lunch. Is Stevie Wonder American? Yes, he is. He is American as it gets, good sir. Get Iniesta coaching staff back from Japan. Frankie de Jong did nothing wrong, says Levi. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. Check the statistics. Which stats are we looking at here? Mr. Hustle says we were 13th in January, Levi. You have to wait. It's not like I'm defending Koeman, but our club is a mess right now. If you're talking about last year, I don't know if we dropped down to 13th. In my head, the furthest away we got was 11th. I could be misremembering. I think the furthest we dropped last year was 11. It's not guys, it's not time to panic. We're 5 matches in. Here's the thing. Don't do this to yourselves. Okay? It's a long season. And if after every draw, after every loss, we're going to go, Koeman out. He's got to go. Get Koeman out of here. Oh, it's a disaster. The world is burnt. My goodness. Think about the stress that we're putting in our lives. There's no need. There's no need for that. Deep breath. It's 5 matches in. All right. Some have played 6, so we got a match in hand. We're trying to float around the top 3 right now. That's what we're trying to do. So if we get a win, we'll be in top 4. And then we got Atletico Madrid coming up in a couple of weeks. Maybe we have Ansu Fati back for that match. Maybe things are a little bit different for us. Maybe we shove it down Griezmann's face. It's cool. I'm not upset about it. No big deal. Justice for Frankie. What's up, Ayush? Good morning to you, sir. My nephew from India. If Griezmann missed those chances to play, well, if you guys were here for the live stream or if you saw my reaction video, I did make that comparison. I'm very hesitant to pile on Memphis right now because he is our one and only player who is producing up top. He's getting other people involved. He's the one creating chances. He's the one scoring goals. It is slim pickings for attacking options for us. So, with that said, I do have to acknowledge that he missed a sitter inside the 6-yard box. He also had a heading opportunity that he decided to play it across the face of goal to try to find Sergio Roberto instead of just putting it on frame when, again, he was inside the 6. And then that last shot where PK set him up, he was one-on-one with the keeper. Not the best angle, but you got to finish those chances. You got to finish your breakfast, Memphis. So we're all pulling for you. I'm not frustrated with Memphis Depay. Even missing those chances, you got to understand the pressure that is mounting on Memphis right now. First couple matches, amazing. And I think everyone was like, cool, we're good. Memphis is the new Messi. He's just going to carry us through. La Liga title, Champions League title, here we come. Pump those brakes. It's going to be a long year. We got to support him. We have to support Memphis, okay? It's very important. We don't want him doing this to us. We don't want that. We want to show him the love and support. He's carrying the team right now. When will I want Koeman out? That is an excellent question. I will want Koeman out when we get our finances in order and when we have a manager who is ready, willing, and able to come in and it'll actually make a difference. Right now, switching managers will not make a difference. We've got a skeleton squad. It doesn't matter if you bring in Jurgen Klopp, if you bring in Pep Guardiola, if you bring in Xavi, it doesn't matter with the squad that we have. So for me, I do not want to burn through a manager who would come in, take on a struggling squad who is in a financial crisis, come up against the same, oh, this person didn't work. Remember how excited everybody was when Ronald Koeman first came and Etienne was out? Do you guys remember this? We were all like, oh, yes, Ronald Koeman, club legend. He's going to come and make everything great and blah, 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 blah. And yet here we are saying Koeman out, Koeman out, Koeman out. My suspicion is that if we brought back even someone like a Pep Guardiola right now, and he was getting the results that Koeman is getting, people would say, get him out, get him out, get him out. Not realizing that there is very little that the manager can do right now. So let me just rein in all of your expectations and level set that this is not all on Koeman. Burning through a manager now will not move the needle towards success whatsoever. So keep the manager who is mediocre. I'll say he's mediocre. Keep the mediocre manager because he's stopping the bleeding. That's all that's happening right now. He's stopping the bleeding while we get our finances in order and figure out who's next. But that won't come for another year. Won't happen. Anyway, good morning, Vipula. Coutinho is doing nothing for us, you guys. Absolutely nothing. I'm shocked at his lack of enthusiasm on the pitch. Excuse me. Allergy season. I'm shocked at his lack of enthusiasm on the pitch. Speaking about Coutinho, he looks like he looks like Antoine Griezmann out there. That's what it looks like. I don't understand why he's not trying to do more on the ball. I don't know, dude. Mr. Hustle says, imagine the pressure on Koeman right now. He already has heart problems, and now he has to deal with this hatred. I know. That's why we're trying to support. I am not a Koeman out guy. Not that guy. Vipula says, the only thing that gives me hope is our Uruguayan Virgil van Dijk. Absolutely, dude. The Uruguayan Virgil van Dijk, Ronald Araujo. Is it Ronald or Ronaldo with those goals he's scoring? Hey, yo. Someone had to do it. Somebody had to do it. Ronald Araujo gives me hope. Mingueza gives me hope. Dest on the left-hand side gives me hope. That gives me a lot of hope. Frankie de Jong gives me hope. Ansu Fati gives me hope. He's going to be back sometime in the next week or so. That gives me hope. Memphis Depay gives me hope. He does. That's probably about it in terms of hope. But look at what I just named, guys. Let's all acknowledge this together, okay? Because, yes, we are on the downslope right now. But looking ahead, the players that I just named, Ronald Araujo, Dest, Mingueza, Frankie, Pedri. How did I forget about Pedri? Excuse me. Pedri, Ansu Fati, Memphis. That's 7 players alone for us to be very excited about. And then, as Levi pointed out, you could go to Barcelona B, Gavi, Nico, Balde. That gets us up to 10 players to be excited about, folks. All right? And you know we got Andre Ter Stegen between the posts. You could throw in an Eric Garcia if you wanted to. Ricky Puig, Mr. Hustle, look at me. Call me Ronald Koeman. Totally forgot about Ricky Puig. So the future's still bright at Barcelona, you guys. There's plenty of... Listen, guys, we could be Arsenal, okay? Look on the bright side. We could be Arsenal. Arsenal, aside from the financial debt, are in a worse position than we are, and they have nothing to look forward to in the future. Nothing. We at least can blame some of this on our financial crisis and have a building block for the future. So let's just, like I said, deep breath in, deep breath out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be a long season. We're going to drop lots of points. We're not going to be riding in first place through this year. Maybe we sneak our way to the top of the table at the end of this, but we'll see. If it doesn't happen, it's okay, guys. Rebuilding year. The last few years at Barcelona has felt like we've been sitting in traffic, okay? Lionel Messi had being at the club and carrying the team the way that he did from 2018, 19, 19, 20, 2021. It covered up a lot of holes at the club, and it put us in a position where we couldn't go anywhere. All of our finances were tied up in salaries and then some. Nobody really wanted to come and play in the shadow of Lionel Messi. And because we had such an established starting lineup, all of the La Masia players that were worth their salt had to go somewhere else to get playing time. So while we are not getting the results that we want, and it hurts sometimes, and we are going to struggle for a year or two, at least we're on a path. At least we can see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel in those 10 players that I just named that we can look to for the future. At least there's that light at the end of the tunnel with Joan Laporta getting us out of that financial debt, having the courage to make the tough decisions that the club needs to make in order to not just survive but thrive in the future. The light at the end of the tunnel, it's a year and a half, it's 2 years away. But it's there. The past few years have just felt like we're sitting in traffic, like it's a dead end. You don't know when we're going to be able to move. The club has just been stuck. So at least we're moving. At least we're on a path. At least there's a plan. Okay? So be patient. I do trust in Laporta, even though he is definitely a politician and he'll lie to us sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Oh, he will lie to us. But as they say, folks, trust the process. We are rebuilding from the ground floor. Focus on the positive stuff. Hang out in the community. When you need to vent, go ahead and vent. But I'm always going to encourage you to turn it around to a positive perspective. All right? Visca Barça. What'd I miss? No, we're not pathetic at all, Mr. Hustle. We're not pathetic at all. Just expectations are up here. And yes, I did forget about goat weight, but I was trying to be sincere about who we're getting excited about. Simon says, I remember in the early thousands when we were 16 or 18 points behind Real. We got Edgar Davids in January, and if I remember, we won the league, and we need an Edgar Davids right now. Dude, excellent shout out. We went from Stevie Wonder to Edgar Davids, who both wear the Sunbands. Edgar Davids is one of my favorite players from that era. Yeah, Edgar Davids, Conte, like that kind of player, that grit, tenacity in the midfield. I would love it. You were so confident we were going to win La Liga, and look at your mentality now. Come on, Jet. Yeah, bro. I was confident, and now we have half of our team injured. and we are dropping points as we go into the league. And while it is not a competitive league top to bottom, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid are going to get a majority of their points this year. So as we go week to week with these injuries, which were not expected, which is why I was more optimistic before this started, as we go week to week and we drop points, it starts to slip out of our hands. So I'm going to be realistic about that as we go. I'm not going to sit here and keep saying that La Liga is within our grasp. Notice I didn't say anything about Copa del Rey. I didn't say Copa del Rey was by any means off the table. So while I hear you, my confidence in the team is really affected by the injuries and the results from that, not anything else. Nobody says Umtiti is the future and savior. Good troll. Good troll. Nice. Simon, Barca over 30 years. Let's go. Yeah, I got faith in Laporta. I do. I got faith in him. Reese's Pieces. Sorry. Welcome back, dude. A lot of people are expecting us to win immediately. The media caused things to blow up out of proportion, like the Miami Heat when LeBron originally went there, like the Cleveland Browns. Bro, good shout out. I'm assuming you're from Ohio with those references. Welcome, sir. Yeah, 100%. So the media, the news outlets, content producers, they want the clicks. They want the headlines. So they want to put out stuff that says Koeman out. They want to put stuff that says, oh, Laporta and Koeman are arguing. They want to put out stuff where PK has some salacious quote. You know, that's what they're looking for. They want to build those stories of, oh, Barcelona having secret meetings for their next manager and blah. Guys, it's not happening. It's not happening, guys. It's just not. We're in this. We are in this. What else? What else, friends? We could take a look ahead to the match. Who are we playing on Sunday? I don't even know. Who are we playing? Who's up next? Ooh, we got Levante. Levante is going to be Sunday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to hang out for that one. I tell you what, folks. I'll tell you what. We'll do a bonus episode of Wake Up in Barca. How's that sound? We're going to do a bonus episode this weekend. It'll either be Saturday or Sunday. I'll decide later today. Maybe Saturday. We'll decide. Because I want to do a little pregame, go over lineups, talk predictions, all of those things. But it's already 7:28, and I don't want to make it too short. So here's what I'm saying. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you turn on the notifications, because we're going to do a surprise weekend edition of Wake Up in Barca, where we will talk about the upcoming match, Barcelona versus Levante. I'll give some advice to our boy Ronald Koeman for some potential changes he can make to the lineup. We're going to have to make changes because of, yes, all of the injuries, but now Frankie de Jong with the red card, and actually Ronald Koeman also red card, so he's actually not going to be there for the match on Sunday. That's so funny. That's hilarious. Vipula says, do we agree that Aguero should be our main striker when he comes back? No, we do not agree on that, actually. My starting lineup is going to be Ansu on the left, Memphis as a false 9, and then Dembele on the right. That's my starting lineup. Aguero comes in off the bench for me. That's what's happening. Mr. Hustle says, what if Koeman gets replaced? I can't talk about it every episode, and I just don't see it happening. Ovi says, nah, man, we didn't deserve to lose yesterday. It was the same as last year. Biased referee, goalie taking drugs before the match. I don't know. So first half, we were miserable in terms of actually creating chances in the final third. Loads of possession, over 75% possession for most of the match, but we could not get shots off. Second half, we looked a lot more dangerous, couldn't find the back of the net. I can't say that it really came down to their keeper or their defense. It was just, it's a lack of creativity. You know, we've got Memphis, and we've got Dest, and we've got Frankie de Jong. I think we can all agree that the Luke de Jong experiment can be shelved. That was not a success. Having him in the starting lineup as the striker in a front three is not working out, to be nice about it. He does not have the pace to keep up with build-up play, and he apparently does not have the aggression or the physicality that I thought he was going to have in the box for him to get on some headers when we cross the ball in. Because the one opportunity that he had, which was against Granada, he sailed it over the post and he was inside the 6-yard box. I don't know how you do that, but he did it. So I think the Luke de Jong experiment needs to end. He can be a late substitution off the bench. I think our front three should be Coutinho, Memphis, and Demir for right now. With our available options. That's what I'm hoping we see on Sunday. That's what I'm hoping we see on Sunday. Coutinho, Memphis, Demir. We'll go over the full lineup and predictions. It'll probably be Saturday. Since the match is on Sunday, in all likelihood, folks, we'll do a surprise wake up in Barca tomorrow morning. Probably a little bit later. Maybe we do that. Maybe we do a wake up in Barca, but we don't do it at 7 a.m. Maybe we find ourselves a little afternoon. Maybe we wake up from a nap in Barca. Wake up in Barca reinterpreted, where we wake up from a nap mid-afternoon. Reese's Pieces says, I hope Ousmane doesn't get injured again. Me too, dude, but I've been saying that the last 3 or 4 times. He comes back for a month, and then he's out for 3. And then he comes back for 2 months, and then he's out for 6. So it's incredibly frustrating. I'm always pulling for him. I think Dembele, when he is fit and healthy, in terms of just on-the-ball creativity and making chances out of nothing, he's top 5 in the world. His finishing and his decision-making in the final third could use improvement. That'll come with experience if he ever has a long enough streak where he's not injured and actually gets to play consistently. Vipula says, I think we should keep Depay as cam, play Aguero as striker. I mean, I'm not against it. There might be some times where we play Depay underneath a front three. It's possible. Koeman is not a 4-3-3 manager. It's a fact, sadly. He's trying. Laporta is demanding it of him, but I agree it's not looking great. Even Laporta is quicker than Luke de Jong. Ouch. That hurts. Yeah, I will say Ronald Koeman running us in a 3-5-2 last year was the best that I had seen Barcelona in the last 3 years. I don't think you can argue against that. The results did start to peter out towards the end of the season. We had opportunities. If we would have just won our matches, we would have won La Liga last year. Didn't happen. If there is a back four formation that Koeman can work with, it's a 4-2-3-1. Very similar to a 4-3-3 when it comes down to it, to be honest. 12 o'clock is siesta. I am all about siesta, dude. Me and the Spanish culture, like this. Those siestas are much needed. Absolutely. What else, friends? What else? We'll take a quick gander at the news. Whoops. Maybe if let's use 2 words when I say that. Barcelona news, all set for Cadiz trip, blah, 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 blah. Talks Dembele extension. Cool. We did sign Emre Demir, another young Turkish player. As far as I can tell, not related to Yusuf Demir. 17 years old, midfielder on the attacking side. Apparently, he can also play anywhere across the front three, according to his Wikipedia page. But he's going to be with Barcelona B for a little bit. 2 sides of Barcelona's players with Koeman. It's all just going to be negative stuff. PK sends a message. This was actually positive. PK sent a message saying, we can all complain or we can work. And this is really coming from acknowledging the fact that Barcelona are in that rebuilding phase. We are building from the ground up. And we can sit here and complain about the results. We can complain about the refereeing. We can complain about the manager. We can complain about the financial status. We can complain about the injuries. Or we can just accept that that is the reality right now. Accept where we are in this rebuilding phase. This isn't a revamp. This is a rebuild. Okay, and I haven't been a part of one of these for Barcelona yet. Back in 2007, 2008, there was a revamp. Ronaldinho and Deco were shown the door. We brought in Henry. We handed the reins to a young Lionel Messi at the time. Pep Guardiola was given the role of manager. That was a revamp. Okay, this is a rebuild, which is a complete ground up financial status, manager, La Masia, and then the big names will come. We have to get those first three in order. We have to get our finances back in the green. That will bring a manager in to be able to sign players. No manager is going to come here when we're broke. It's just not going to happen. So PK is right. We can all complain or we can work. Those are our options, folks. All right. So try to stay positive. We're going to still have some fun matches this year. We're going to get some big wins. And listen, maybe we can play spoiler. Think of it this way. If we get third place this year, but we beat Real Madrid twice in La Liga, is it better than last year? Some would argue yes. I might be one of those someones. All right. All right. That's going to do it for this morning, my friends. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. I think we talked about some good things. I think this was a good grieving process for everybody. It's important that we have this, particularly after some of these disappointing results. All right, we got to be able to talk it out. We got to be able to turn a positive eye to it. And remember that we are always here together on the Undefeated community. Glad that I can rely on my stash squad. You guys are the best. I love you all very much. Surprise stream Saturday, tomorrow. Wake Up in Barca. Make sure you got notifications turned on because I'm probably not going to make any announcement. I'm just going to go, yeah, now seems right, and I'll hop on. Okay? So, surprise bonus Wake Up in Barca on Saturday. We'll do a full preview for the match coming up this weekend, Sunday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Don't miss any of the action here on the Undefeated channel. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in and taking a ride. I'll see y'all next time. Mwah.